Tout ce qui se raconte tient à un malentendu, c'est tout. Nos enfants sont peut-être des fugueurs, mais pas des criminels.
Depuis notre naissance, nos parents n'ont fait que nous mentir. Au lieu de fuir le danger, on devrait l'affronter. On est différents. On est meilleurs. On peut sauver le monde qu'ils sont brisés.
He's the hero.
Hey.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. I think every villain thinks they're the hero in life or in the film. Or they think they're the victim. More often they think they're the victim. They often feel like there's a good reason they're hurting people. Either to protect myself or for some greater good, they're hurting people. But if I'm honest with myself, I think it may be true for Victor. Victor is a person who has given his life trying to save humanity from climate change. He's been trying to revolutionize energy production from his college days all the way through his adulthood. And he got to a situation where time was running out, that he got into his 50s and he hadn't cracked it yet. Along comes a man named Jonah who says, I will just give you all the technology. I have it. You can save humanity right now. But you're going to have to start killing people. I had to ask myself honestly, if that choice was given to me, would I be a hero to say no? Would it be heroic to say, let the human race die out as long as I go to my grave with a clean conscience? Or would it truly be heroic to say, you may cast me out, you may spit on my grave, you may call me a villain forever, but I will save you. And I'll be the one with the nightmares. And I'll be the one whose family hates him as long as you may live.
What's the dilemma?
And Victor is not having fun. Like, Victor is having a horrible time. He is rebelling against his own actions. Every time he kills someone, he gets nightmares. It freaks him out. But that's the burden he's willing to take. He's becoming abusive to his family because he's under so much stress, because he's doing things that he feels horrible about, but he's decided that it's worth it. In season 2, Victor has always been in control. He's always been in charge. When we meet him, he has a huge corporation and hundreds of employees and billions of dollars going on, and he does it really well. And when he says to the people who work for him, get going, they get going. And when he gets his way, good things happen, and technology progresses. In season 2, Victor is going to be absolutely helpless. He's going to be frightened and sweating, and he's not going to know where to turn. That was one of the most painful things, you know. Runaways is about the gulf between parents and children. When we all experience this when we get to be about 13 or 14 years old, and our eyes open fully, and we can see the world for what it is, and we can see that the world is messed up, and we can tell that our parents have been lying to us, and we can tell that our parents have been cutting moral corners for a long time, and they're not the infallible superheroes that we used to think they were. We recoil from them, and we judge them very harshly. And the parents on the other side want to scream, and they often do scream at their kids. I cut those moral corners so I could feed you. I do my job, and my job is actually hurting the world, but I fed you. I lied to you because I didn't tell you that I was battling cancer. I told you I had a cold, because if I told you the truth, that would be called bad parenting. And yes, I've been lying to you, but you don't understand. I did it because I love you. And they're screaming at each other. And it only really heals, I think, when the kids have their own children and they start to go through that themselves and they realize. But until then, it's very painful. I hate playing good guys. Good guys are always feeling guilty. There's always some horrible pain that they're dealing with, some unimaginable guilt. They're always rushing around, sweating, trying to save everybody, and they're always feeling bad that one person wasn't saved in time. When you're a villain, you don't feel guilty. You just like lurk in the shadows and wait for the hero to come huffing and sweating and worrying by, and you jump out of the shadows and hit him, and then you go home. It's a lot easier. It was Spike's effect on my career. You know, I am very comfortable doing genre. I was a fan of Star Trek when I was growing up, and Planet of the Apes. I used to go to fan conventions dressed as Spock. But when I came to Los Angeles, I was doing cop shows and, you know, more realistic stuff. And then Joss found me and put me on Buffy, and I just fell into genre. But I really like it. I used to be a theater producer in Chicago and Seattle, and we were subversive. When you're a subversive artist, you're not trying to make people angry at you, but you know when it happens, it means that the art is working, because you're divesting the audience of lies that we all get taught when we don't even know we're being taught lies, like women are weak, or violence works, or you can buy your happiness. There's a lot of these lies. Genre can be subversive and get away with it because there's plausible deniability. You can say, we're just talking about vampires. We're not judging anybody. It's just lasers and spaceships. We're not offending anyone, are we? And you can approach the audience, and the audience has their guard down because they're dazzled by all the spaceships and vampires and stuff. And you can just say something that's very true and get that knife right up in there. I cannot wait for season 3 of Runaways for so many reasons. The writing is really good, and they keep upping the stakes, and there's a few things that are happening that I can't tell you about that I cannot wait to get into.
We can't either.
Oh my God, I cannot. It's like, I want to talk about it so bad. I am playing with my band. We're going to play Portland, playing music here but solo. But the band is rehearsing to play Portland coming up. We are starting the process of our 6th album. I also do an online show called Vidiots about 2 guys that travel the world and understand nothing, and it's a comedy. What else? I do books on tape, video games, voiceovers, and cartoons and stuff. But really, I have to take little jobs because Runaways takes a lot of time. I'm a video gamer. I game. Like, if you talk about video games, we can talk all day. But as far as watching television, I watch Rachel Maddow, who is, I think, the most intelligent newscaster in America. She's a doctor, and she's got a great sense of humor, so she's very insightful, and she can deliver all the bad news that's happening in my country right now in a way that makes me feel empowered and not helpless and not hopeless. Hello, France. I'm James Marsters. You missed last week's episode on Sci-Fi? Catch up on Marvel's Runaways, Season 2 on SFR.